right, I am Alex Thorson. This is Between Two Gophers. I am with Marion Barber. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
This is our first show, Between Two Gophers. So basically, first, let's just go over a little bit of your background. So what are you studying?
Youth Studies.
Oh, okay, cool. So you went to the U, and what year were you done? 77?
77 was my freshman year.
Freshman
and
year.
I actually, my last year as a student was 1980, spring of 1980.
Okay, gotcha. How does it feel to be back at the U then? How do you feel being back? Is it kind of weird, all these years later?
I mean, it is. I mean, it's different because I'm older. It's sometimes funny. I watch a lot.
Yeah.
I think most times you will come into a situation of learning and you think you get it all from your professor.
Yeah.
But I learned so much from the students in the class too
Really? Okay.
that it's been really enlightening and refreshing for me being back in school.
Yeah, and then how often are you in classes too?
I have classes 4 days a week.
And you have two sons that play also in the NFL, and then do you have a third son too?
Yep, my youngest is, matter of fact, the running joke at our home before he left for school this week, or last week, was we might be in the same class together. He started here this past Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Freshman. He graduated high school early.
So two of your sons are in the NFL right now, playing for the NFL.
No, actually, they're both retired. Marion is still in Dallas, is who he played for the majority of his years in the NFL. Dom played for Houston, and they both happened to retire the same year. Dom, unfortunately, had a career-ending injury, foot injury. He married a couple years ago, 2013, I think it was. Anyway, I'm a new grandparent.
No way, which one?
Twins, and Dom.
Oh my gosh, awesome.
Dom, his wife,
Dom's
Britt.
younger?
Dom is the middle son, yes.
Cool.
He and his wife, Britt, a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
They were 12 weeks old yesterday. Nana and I, my wife wants to go by Nana. I go by Papa.
Aw.
We get to, I guess, babysit. Maybe that's the wrong term for a grandparent, but we get them once a week on Tuesdays.
Okay. So is that your favorite part of the week, kind of when the grandkids come over?
That's my happy time. Well, actually, we go to their home. So.
Oh, okay. So when you get to see them, oh, so cute. So what is your favorite thing to do now?
I refer to myself as a mouse because once everybody's down, I'm kind of nibbling on whatever I can. I'm kind of scrounging around.
What's your favorite thing to eat? What's your favorite food?
Well, I like chocolate chip cookies, but I try to stay away.
Can't say no, though.
I love me some chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
But really, I like being outdoors. I like bird watching, which is one of the big things that I do. And then I'm a gardener.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I like flower beds and wildflowers and things like that.
You played for the New York Jets.
Correct.
For, was it 7 seasons?
7 seasons.
And you're a running back?
Yes.
Yeah. And then when were you done playing for the NFL?
1989. My first season there, I spent on injured reserve. I had a concussion. And ironically, my last season there, I was spent on injured reserve. I had a knee injury. So.
Oh, okay. So, I kind of wanted to ask you a little bit. I'm sure you've heard about the new movie, the concussion movie. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think about football players and their injuries? And do you have any thoughts on what we can do to prevent those injuries?
Football is a violent game, and I don't think. And it's interesting when you talk about the movie Concussion because that's what I had my first year.
Yeah.
And I recall, and I missed the entire year due to that. But I recall then. Some of the symptoms I had, you really can't see. And like the headaches, the dizziness, the nausea. And at that time, they weren't as experienced dealing with that as they are today. Okay. In terms of protection, trying to protect players, I think the league itself, the NFL, which is kind of trickling down to the colleges, high schools, and little league football, are trying to help encourage proper ways to tackle and not use your helmet as a weapon, like spearing, for example. But I don't think you go into a game thinking that you're going to be the next guy that suffers a concussion or the next guy that's going to get injured. That's part of it. The other side is everyone is going to have an opinion as to what they think is proper. And so the game itself, I don't really see the game going anywhere.
Yeah.
I know it came up that the game might be gone in the next
You don't think that?
2020.
You don't think that?
I really can't. I really can't see that.
Yeah.
Although I'm not that type of visionary. Because the game is too big, and I think they are doing things as best they can to help to prevent, to prevent serious injuries. And
so, just kind of like dating back. So, when you're growing up, you're like 5 years old. What did you want to do? Do you remember it all? Like, what was like your thing? Like, did you want to be a football player like your whole life, or?
No, interesting. I wanted to be a horseback policeman or fireman, but the horseback policeman really caught my eye.
Why do you think so?
Well, just the fact that they riding a horse.
That would be so fun to ride a horse all the time.
Serving the people, and but yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to do.
I've never had that answer before. That's awesome. This part of our interview, does anybody have the music ready? So what we're gonna do is, it doesn't matter how good of a dancer you are, but I was thinking we could play a song and then just dance it out. Because it might add like a little fun to the end of the interview, and I don't think any of us are like judging anybody on how we're dancing. That's all we got. We have a little.
As long as we're not doing the Macarena.
Nope, just like literally like dance around like.
Well, I don't have no rhythm.
No, I don't have any rhythm either.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them good girls,
I've
them
heard
good
it.
girls, straight masterpiece.
fun.
Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire me.